But we're joined now by Devin Dwyer, who covers the Obama White House and the Obama campaign for us. And Devin, we're learning a little bit about President Obama, what he's doing tonight, how he's preparing a little bit for his speech Thursday night, a family night at the White House, just missing Mom.
That's right. 4 years ago, the president made that surprise appearance on video screen at the DNC. But tonight, it's a family night in. Maybe they're ordering some pizza, but we know they're in the White House residence with the daughters, Malia and Sasha. And we also just found out that Michelle Obama's mom, Marion Robinson, is also going to be there watching with them. So they're all going to be huddled around that TV in about half an hour from now.
Devin, you know this administration better than almost anybody. Do you expect that maybe on that video screen back there we are going to see that family photo, maybe waving to see their mom giving that speech?
I got to believe there's going to be some sort of tease of that family tonight. Definitely. I mean, they're one of the president's biggest selling points, and we hear him talk about his family life, his roots. We're going to hear that expect to hear that from the First Lady tonight, talking about that family. So I wouldn't put it by them if they did that. And the White House sure has that technology, too. So.
All right, going to the floor right now is Cal Penn, the actor and activist. We're going to have him on the live stream afterward, some wrap-up coverage in the 11 o'clock hour. So stay tuned. He's bridged both worlds very successfully. And Devin, I want to ask about this speech. It strikes me, George Stephanopoulos earlier said, it may be a mistake for them to go to the open outdoor football stadium because it invites the comparison from 4 years ago. It seems like the Obama campaign is still of two minds about this, still leaving the option of going inside if weather demands it, but also saying over and over again, this is not 2008. Don't expect it to be, and yet they're going to be there in a football stadium accepting the nomination.
It's going to be a big challenge for them to get 75,000 people in there, and I think that's what everybody's watching for. But, they see this really as a grassroots organizing opportunity. I mean, anybody you talk to at the campaign says more than anything else, forget the audience at home. They say it's about organizing Virginia, North Carolina, and getting everybody in that stadium signed up to vote. And, one of the things they do at their rallies that we've been to on the campaign trail is they get everybody to take out their cell phones. They did this in 2008 as well. They hold up your cell phone, text 2262 or whatever, and sign up now. And they immediately have 75,000 new followers and supporters and voters, and you'll see a lot of that on Thursday.
Well, Devin, let's talk about that though for a minute. You and your colleague Mary Bruce, you're on the trail with these guys every day, and noted that it's been a long time since Barack Obama the president has actually been in North Carolina. He's rallying students in Virginia, Iowa, Colorado multiple times. He's only coming here because the convention is here. How much do you think that North Carolina is a real part of the electoral map plan for Democrats, and how much of it is like a nice add-on if they can get it?
I think it's more the latter. I mean, we haven't seen him here since I think April 24th.
Yeah.
And he was here on an official visit. It's a very long time to stay out of the state. To be fair, the First Lady has been here several times since then, the Vice President as well, but certainly not as much as Iowa, Colorado, even Ohio the past few weeks.
So what is North Carolina about then? Do you think they regret coming here after all that? I know they'll say over and over again, no, we love North Carolina. It's all about North Carolina. They talk about the flow over in Virginia as well, but here we are in North Carolina, a state that really is kind of slipping.
That's right. I think if you go back and look at the map, and the math better than I do, both of you do, you really see that they could lose North Carolina and still win this, and same with Virginia. And so I think, again, if you look at the focus on Iowa, the focus on Colorado, and the focus on Ohio, I think those are the three that they're really counting on to clinch this thing.
Are you surprised that the place that they're going right after this convention is New Hampshire, a state that has 4 electoral college votes, and obviously went for the president last time, but do you think that what sort of message is that supposed to be sending?
It honestly surprised me as well. And then he's going to Iowa again, and we'll see his first visit to Florida in a long time, where he's going to spend 2 days on a bus tour on Saturday and Sunday, driving around the state. But I think that's where they really want to focus their time. I think they kind of want to do a symbolic hit coming out of the convention, kind of touch some of these states. They haven't been to New Hampshire for a few weeks.
What is your sense of the confidence level inside the Obama campaign these days? They've never been lacking, to my mind, in self-confidence about the trajectory of this election, yet they've spent all this money, they're essentially tied.
I think they're supremely confident, Rick. I mean, and that's kind of been their shtick for some time, since since 4 years ago, they exude it in everything that they do. And I think we've seen it in the past few weeks in some of these videos the campaign has put out, mocking openly Mitt Romney in ways that we haven't seen in a long time, poking fun at him all last week at his convention. So I think they're very confident, and they openly admit it's going to be a close race. Then they know they aren't going to win every state they won 4 years ago, but I think they're feeling pretty good right now.
And Devin, one thought I want to get from you on the organizing potential for this event. We heard from Ashley Judd earlier today. She's actually an OFA door knocker. Just, fascinated by that. But they claim that they're ahead of where they were 4 years ago in terms of organizing, in terms of the metrics of organizing. Do you buy that? Do you think it's possible, or is it just the power of the presidency that puts them in that position?
I think it's both. They've been talking about it for a long time, being on the ground earlier than they were 4 years ago. Remember, then candidate Obama hadn't even clinched the nomination, so they were sort of playing catch up late, in 2008 before the race. So they've been building this ground game since January, and of course this week we just saw that they topped 3 million donors for the campaign. So they've surpassed the number of donors, even though they're still going to probably lose that money race.
All right, Devin Dwyer, thank you. He's
great to be with you guys.
Our man on the trail.
He is our man on the trail, and very much our man on the plane as well, covering the campaign. He knows everything about the Obama campaign. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thanks, Amy. Thanks for